Today's class is a vinyasa flow style class, and as always it's going to be for all levels. So when I offer modifications, please do listen and please do whatever feels best for your body. I'm obviously not there to assist you, so it's really important that you're mindful and that you breathe. If you're not breathing or if your breath feels restricted, that's a sign that you're pushing it too much. So always come back to your breath. Okay, we're going to get started in a bridge pose. So today's class you are going to need a block. If you don't have a block, you could use some books. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but you can use books or maybe pillows or blankets. I would really advise you investing in some blocks and straps. They are vital for your practice. So we're going to get started on our backs. We're going to start in a low restorative bridge. So I'd like you to bring the block on the lowest side underneath your back. So just bringing your feet about hip width distance, the sole of the feet to the mat, and the hands can be on your belly. So finding a comfortable position with the block underneath the flat part of your low back, your sacral spine. And just start to take a few minutes to deepen your breath. Allowing the belly to just gently rise and fall with the inhale and exhale. See if it feels good to deepen the breath. So at the top of your inhale, try to sip in a little bit more fresh oxygen into your belly, your lungs. And at the bottom of your exhale, just squeezing a little bit more stale air out to make more space for the next breath in. So from here, I'm going to bring my right knee in toward my chest. And I'm going to either interlace the fingers behind the thigh or to the front of the shin. So with the lower back elevated, it might be easier to bring the hand behind the thigh. If you're very flexible, you might feel comfortable with the hand to the front of the shin. If neither of these are comfortable and your leg is really far away and you're reaching to bring the head away, soften the head back down and perhaps use a strap or a belt around the back of the thigh. Breathing here, allowing your right knee to hug down and in. And if you're very comfortable here, you can extend your left leg long. Energy through the left heel. Flexing the left foot. Keeping the hips square and keeping the lower back balanced on your block. So making sure that you're not feeling more weight on the right side of your back, that you're not sinking to the right. You want to have equal weight through left and right hip. Breathing here for 5. Hug it down and in for 4, 3, 2, and release. Okay, bring the sole of the right foot down to the mat. Be mindful. Move carefully and bring the left knee in again. Feel free to either bring the hands behind the thigh or to the front of the shin. Hug the thigh down and in toward the belly. Whatever grip it is that you have on the left leg, feel free to keep the right leg bent, or if you'd like a little bit more of a stretch through the front of your right hip crease, extend your right leg. Just make sure that you're active through the right heel. You're gently pushing it forward and down, softening the shoulders, keeping your elbows hugging in. Tucking the chin toward the center of your chest and feeling again equal weight between left and right hip. And then slowly release the grip, bring the left foot to the mat, bring the right foot to the mat. Okay, so from here we're going to do a little bit of warming up again through our hips. Inner thighs and core. I'd like you to bring the knees in and then extend the legs up toward the sky. So make sure again, if you need to adjust the position of the block or the back on the block, please do. We're going to flex the feet. And from here, I'd like you to inhale, bring your legs out wide into a V shape, making sure your feet stay in line with your hips. And then point the toes, exhale, bring the legs all the way back up together. Flex the feet, inhale, legs wide. And then exhale, point toes, bring the legs all the way back up together. Keep going. Inhale, flex feet, legs wide. Point the toes, and legs come back together. Inhale, legs wide. Keeping the feet in line with your hips. point the toes, exhale, legs together. Inhale, flex, wide. Exhale, point together. Inhale, flex, legs wide. Exhale, point, squeezing through adductor muscles, inner thigh to bring the legs together. Inhale, flex wide. And exhale, squeeze the legs together. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, or 2 more, sorry. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, and this time. Inhale. Point and bring it all the way back together. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. And we're either going to come onto the medium level or the highest level. So you might come onto the medium level of the block and notice that you feel very comfortable here. But you might think, oh, I can't get onto the highest level. What you're going to do is you're going to bring the heels away from the mat, come to the tippy toes, lift your hips as high as you can, and then try to place the lower back comfortably on the tallest side of your block. Now, if that was impossible for you, obviously that is not where you are in your practice, so you just stay on the medium side. If you come on to the highest, it's important that the heels of your feet come back down. Wherever you are with the block, I'd like you to walk your left foot slightly in towards center, the left toe still pointing forward, and then bring your right knee up in toward your chest. Your arms can be palms down by side body. You're going to then extend the right leg up toward the sky, see if you can flex the right foot. So if your right leg is completely bent or a little bit bent, that is also fine. We're trying eventually to straighten up through the leg. Some of us will stay here, and some of us will walk the shoulders in slightly, push down into the heel of the left foot, and hover the back just away from the block. For 5, keep the hips square. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the back. Right foot comes down. Walk the sole of the right foot slightly in. Bring the left knee in toward the chest. You can stay here. You can extend the left leg up a little bit or fully straight. Make sure the shoulder blades are in underneath the back. Hips are square, grounding down into your right heel. Push down into the right foot and hover the back away from the block. For 5, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Left foot down. Come to the tippy toes, lift your back, and release from upper to middle to lower spine. Well done. Okay, so that was the top start. We're going to bring the left or the knees in toward the chest, and you can rock all the way forward with the hands behind your thighs. Come up to your sit bones. We'll find our way into a tabletop. So you're going to come forward onto hands and knees, stacking hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Push the mat away, find space between the shoulder blades. Draw your navel up and in toward your spine to support the lower back. Now extend your right leg back and just tuck your right toes. I want you to feel chest forward, right hip in towards a square position with the left. And then you're going to use the right glute and the right hamstring to lift the right leg in line with your right hip. If this is enough, stay here. And then maybe if you want, you can stretch the left arm forward, thumb facing the sky. You can spread the fingers wide to keep energy. Hold it here. For 10, hug the right femur bone into its socket. 9, 8, don't collapse into the front body. Keep the rib cage in. 7, 6, 5, 4. Push down through the right hand and the left foot. 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, right knee down. Opposite side. Step the left toes back. Tuck the left toes. Keep your hips square. Use the left glute and the left hamstring to lift the left leg in line with the left hip. Shifting the weight into the left hand and the right foot. Stretch your right arm forward, thumb to the sky. Breathing here for 10. Pull the lower belly up and in for 9. Chest lifting away from the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4. Push down into the left hand. Push down into the top of the right foot. 3, 2, lengthen. 1. Release, hands to mat, well done. So you're going to start to make circles around the wrists in one direction and then the other direction. Okay, and from here, you're going to bring the fingers to point toward your knees, wrists point forward, just a little stretch through the forearm. So for some of us, this will feel really intense. For some of us, you won't feel a lot, so you might need to just lean back a little bit. You can sway forward and back, just bringing some space into the forearms and into the wrists. Okay, and then release back to tabletop. Okay, so from tabletop, we're going to move into plank. I'd like you to make sure your chest is lifting up and away from the mat. Your arms are strong. The soft part of your elbows is wrapping forward. Your biceps wrap forward also. Step your feet back, but don't lift your hips higher than the line from shoulders to heels. So you want this strong plank position. Thighs are lifting. We're going to bring the right toes away from the mat. Point the right toes. Keep the hips square. Inhale here, exhale, bring the right knee to the right tricep, then bring it across to the left, back to the right. Left, right, left, right, full and start. Extend the left leg or the right leg to the left, drop the back heel, lift your left arm. Breathe into your side body, and then plank position. Left hand down, step the right foot back. Point the left toes away from the mat. Keep the hips square. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Bring it across to the right, back to the left. Right, left, right, left. Full and start. Bring the left leg to the right. Drop your right heel. Lift your right arm. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, pull on, and then drop the knees. Well done. Again, bring the fingers back toward the knees. Breathe into the front of your wrist and just a slight lean back, forward, forward, sit back, shake out the wrists, and then we'll meet in a down dog. So now that we've got the blood flowing and the heat built, we can flow through the standing practice with strength and awareness. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, find your way into your downward facing dog. Wrap the triceps in, hug the rib cage in, so try not to open too much through the front body as you lift your sit bones. So from here, inhale, float the right leg up toward the sky. Exhale, step the right foot through between the hands. Inhale, chest forward, hips low. Exhale, step the left foot to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins, chest forward. Exhale, hinge, fold deeply over your thighs. Float to standing, arms lift all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands release to prayer at the heart. Keep going with our sun salutation. Inhale, arms lift, tailbone down. Exhale, hinge and fold it all the way forward. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, plant the hands of the right foot back. Inhale, chest forward, allow your hips to sink down. Exhale, push into the hands, step back to plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, either halfway to chaturanga or to the belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog, legs engaged. Exhale, down dog. Push the mat away, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Okay, from here, inhale, float left leg up. Exhale, step it through, side to belly, nice and controlled. Inhale, chest forward, hips down. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen out of your waist. Exhale, belly to thighs as you fold deeply from your hip creases. Float to standing, arms lift all the way up overhead. Lower belly lifts up and in. Exhale, hands release to prayer. And again, last time, inhale. Exhale, fold. Maybe you need to bend slightly into the knees. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, left foot steps back. Runner's lunge. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, push down through the hands, step to plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower either to the belly or halfway chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra, tops of feet to mat. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, down dog. Okay, from here, inhale, float right leg all the way up. Exhale, step it through between the hands, hold. So I'd like you to start to push down through your fingertips. Round through your back. Lift your hips slightly and try to suck the belly in away from your right thigh. From here, we're going to lift the chest forward. Bring the arms by the ears and hold this diagonal. So you want to make sure that right hip is back in line with the left. Your shoulders are wrapping out. Rib cage hugging in. And then next inhale, you're going to come all the way up, high lunge. soften into the left leg. Exhale, come forward again at that diagonal. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward, belly to spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Right knee stays over the ankle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Last time, inhale, lift. Soften the left knee. Exhale, forward, hold. Stretch your arms back and interlock your fingers. Reach back through the arms. Keep the energy forward through the chest. Keep the energy lifting through the left heel. Belly in, open the shoulders. And release, hands to the mat. Step back, inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, fold the left leg. Exhale, step it forward. Runner's lunge, holding it here. Okay, so fingertips to mat. Left knee over left ankle, a nice wide distance between the feet so your right leg is fully straight and the right thigh is lifting, so fully contract the right quad. Push down through the fingers, round through the back, suck the belly in. Okay, lift your chest, arms forward. This is really challenging. You're trying to square off your hips. You're trying not to collapse or open your front body, so no arching your spine. You're trying to almost round a little bit into the back to suck the belly in and hug your rib cage in. Next, inhale, high lunge. Soften the right knee, stack shoulders over hips. And exhale, forward. That's one, we're doing 5. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. The last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward, hold. Pull your belly away from the thigh. Circle your arms back, maybe find the opposite grip. Left pinky over right. Reach back through the arms. Suck your belly and then breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to mat, step back, plank. Inhale, plank, exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog, cobra, whatever feels good for you in this moment. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Not only the child's pose, but we don't have all day, so we're going to keep going. Inhale, flip the right leg all the way up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Okay, so again, I'd like you to push down through the fingers. Draw the belly in away from the thigh. Stretch the arms forward. So from here, we're going to come into a warrior 3. You can keep the arms where they are, or if you would like, you can bring the arms back by your hips, or hands to prayer is a little bit easier. Come forward, shift the weight into the right leg. Extend your arms forward or back. Make sure that left hip is down in line with the right. Internally rotate your left thigh. And slowly bend right knee, high lunge. Shoulders over hips. From here, bring the hands to prayer at the heart. Inhale, lengthen up, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, come forward at that diagonal, and then twist to the right. Left elbow to outside of left knee. You can stay here. If you're keeping that left knee bent, do not half-ass lift it. So lift it completely, or drop it down if it's too much. If you like to fly away, you can bring the left hand down to the outside of the right foot. Right arm lifts, holding it here. And slowly release. Okay, come all the way back up. Inhale, high lunge, exhale, warrior 2. Drop the back heel. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Right thigh parallel with the mat, so a really deep lunge into the right knee. Check that you can see the right big toe on the inside of your right knee, so the right knee is not collapsing into the left. From here, side angle, either right elbow to the knee, as your left arm extends up and over, or you can bring the right hand down to a block or to the mat inside of the right foot. Make sure your chest is not collapsing forward, your hip bones are pressing out in front, and then look down, circle the left hand down to the mat. Spin onto the ball of the back foot, drop the left knee, and then you're going to plant your left hand, circle your right arm back, and try to reach for your left foot with your right hand. So a nice quad stretch here. Whoa, I am out of breath. I'm not breathing properly, obviously. So, right knee over right ankle. You can stay on the left use a strap, or prop yourself up on a block underneath the left hand. If it's not enough, you can come down onto the left forearm. Keep space across the chest, breathing here. And slowly you can come all the way back up to the left hand. Release the left foot, tuck the left toe. Side plank, any variation. So if you want, and the left hand always stays underneath the shoulder, you're going to drop the left heel. Most modified is reaching for your right big toe and lifting the right leg, and then perhaps extending the right leg. Second most advanced, drop the back heel, stack or hover. You can stagger with right foot in front, or you can even bring the right foot in front of your hips with the whole sole of the right foot to the mat. Whatever variation you're taking, breathe and hold for 3, 2, 1. Plank. Right hand down, stepping back, inhale, plank, exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full deep inhale through the nose, exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Left knee over the ankle, push down through the fingertips, square off your hips, so hug that left hip back. Hug the thigh or hug the belly away from the thigh, and then extend your arms forward. So again, option to stay with arms by the ears, arms by the hips, or palms to prayer. Warrior 3, shift the weight forward, extend the right toes back, hug the right femur bone into its socket, rotate your right inner thigh up toward the sky, and release, high lunge. Find the mat with the right foot, stack your shoulders over the hips. Breathing, lengthen to the spine, bring your hands to prayer. Come forward, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks to the outside of the left knee. So you're really trying to slide the belly past your thigh. You're lifting your torso away from the left thigh. You're not allowing the belly to collapse. If the right knee is lifted, lift it completely and engage the right thigh. You can fly away here, left arm up, right arm down. If you're flying away, right hand stays to the outside of the left foot, and right elbow stays to the outside of the right knee. Release, left hand down, high lunge. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment for warrior 2. Again, left knee is over left ankle. Your shoulders are not forward of the hips, so keep the shoulders back over the hips. Root down through the outer edge of that right foot, and feel the arches of your feet lift to activate your inner thighs. Hips are pressing forward to lift the hips toward your rib cage. Side angle, either left elbow to the knee, right arm over. If you want, you can bring the left hand down to the mat, as long as that right shoulder doesn't collapse forward. We want to keep the shoulder back, we want to keep the heart spiraling toward the sky. Breathe deeply. And then slowly circle the right hand down, spin onto the ball of the back foot, drop your right knee. So left foot and right knee in line with your hips, like separate train tracks. Circle your left arm all the way back and try to reach for the right foot with the left hand. If it doesn't work, grab a strap, a belt. Breathing deeply. This can be really intense for those of us with tight hip flexors, tight quads. Breathe 3, hold 2, and 1. Slowly release the right foot. Tuck the right toe, lift the right knee. Now, grounding into the right hand directly underneath the shoulder. Spread the fingers wide. Wrap the tricep back, bicep forward. Any variation. Dropping the right heel, you can walk the left foot back halfway, fully. You can hover the left leg, you can fully lift with a bind. And then slowly release to your plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, so from here we're going to make our way into seated. I'd like you to drop your knees to the mat, bring your feet out to one side, bum to the mat, and stretch the legs out in front. Okay, well done. So that was bring the sole of the right foot into where the inseam of our left thigh. You can bring the right knee out. If there's any discomfort there, you can bring a block underneath the knee or a buck, whatever it is you're using. We're going to inhale, lift the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, jump to Shavasana. You're going to fold forward over the left leg. So don't worry about where your hands rest. They might be on the shin. So this is exactly the same pose as this. Eventually, this is where we might be in a few years of practice. But what we want to feel is lift through the back and an opening through the back of the left leg with this bonus of a hip opener. So what a lot of people do is they round, okay, because they're focusing completely on getting the head to the shin, when really I'm just flexing my back here, okay? So it's much better to be all the way up here with a tiny fold forward rather than rounding into the back, okay? And allowing your energy to all go straight down. You want the energy forward toward the left foot, energy forward, and then eventually we'll fold with the left forehead to the shin. So taking one more full deep inhale here. One more full deep exhale, pushing the right heel into the inner thigh of the left leg. And then slowly you'll come all the way back. Well done. Extend the right leg forward. Give it a little wobble, maybe a little shake, and then bring the left side. So left foot to the inseam of your right thigh. Flex the right foot. Bring your arms all the way up to start with the length. So you want to start with length, inhale, and then exhale, fold. Keep the length. As soon as you start rounding, just stop folding. Breathe into it. So with each inhale, you want to think of lengthening and lifting your chest. And with each exhale, you might fold a little bit deeper. It can be a tiny little adjustment. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Notice how the muscles soften as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. So coming into any variation of your Jani Shavasana that is available to you. Trying to fold forward with square shoulders. So left shoulder down in line with right. Your hips rooting back and down. Your left heel gently pressing to the inside of your right thigh. Chest forward, crown of head forward, and release all the way up. Well done. Extend the legs, give them a little shake, a little wobble, maybe full body wobble, whatever it is you want. And then we're going to come into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. We're going to get a bit of a groin stretch here. So I'd like you to bring the heels quite close into where your pubic bone, and then interlace the fingers if it's comfortable underneath the baby toe mats of your feet. Just butterfly the knees up and down or pulse them up and down. Just beginning to feel into your inner thighs, your adductor muscles, and try as you do so to lift up out of your waist. So draw the shoulders away from the ears, almost as if you're trying to puff your chest forward through the shoulders. Now find stillness in the knees. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward. Again, this might be a tiny little fold. You don't want to start to round into it, okay? So here I'm not feeling anything. I'm just rounding my back. Probably how you sit at your desk all day. So what we want in yoga is to try and move away from that. So try to find the length, inhaling up, exhaling forward. You can bring the elbows to the inner calves to push them out, or you can bring them past your shins. Inhale, lengthen chest forward. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale, lengthen, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward and down. And then slowly coming all the way back up. Okay, hands to outer knees. Bring the knees together. And we're going to roll down onto our back. So scoot your bum forward. Bring the hands behind your thighs and roll all the way down. We've made it. Okay, so that was a quick class, but I feel like it was a good one. I feel really energized and deserving of my Shavasana. So I'm going to get everyone just to extend their legs. If there's something that you would like to do before we come into our Shavasana, add it in. This is the best thing about a YouTube channel is that you can add into your practice. You can press pause. You can take away, you can fast forward. Most important thing is that you made it to your mat. So just allowing shoulders to soften. Hands can be on the belly by the side body with palms face up. Ankles as wide as your mat. And just feeling soft from feet to ankles, from ankles to knees. Knees to hips, hips to belly button to heart, heart to throat, throat to brow, and brow to crown of head. Allow your breath to be gentle, to be soft. Accept that you have done enough, that you have nowhere else to be. I'd like you to press pause, perhaps for 5 to 10 minutes. I know it's really easy to just come straight out of your practice and think it's done, but this is the most important part. Perhaps the only time today that you'll get to be still, to do nothing. So just enjoy it, press pause, and come back to me when you are finished in your Shavasana. Or mindfully come all the way up, so rolling over to the right side into a fetal position. Keep the eyes closed, push into the left hand, come all the way up to seated, cross at your ankles or your shins, sit up tall through the spine, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Allow your breath to deepen, just acknowledging the effects of your practice today. Noticing anything that has shifted, that has changed, physically, mentally. And just thank yourself for pulling out your mat, for dedicating time to yourself, to connecting with your body and breath. And thank you for practicing with me and sharing your practice with me. Bring your hands to prayer at the heart, thumbs to the chest. Connecting in with your breath, with yourself, bowing your chin towards your chest and honoring your practice. And namaste. Thank you so much as always for practicing with me and for tuning into my channel. If you like this video, I would really appreciate that you press the like button, that you press the subscribe button, and that even if you could share it with your friends. If you had a good experience, if you didn't like it, please feel free to email or message me on Instagram at Molly McKeever Yoga. I'm always open to criticism and to improving and to sharing my journey with you. So thanks for tuning in, and see you next Friday for a new Friday Flow. And happy Christmas if I don't see you before then.